What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about why Uncle Cramer is always right. Now, DocuSign has gone down almost 30% in the aftermarket after a bad earning report. Now, I'm going to play a video in which Jim Cramer is giving his advice on a DocuSign stock. And after that, I'm going to play a video in which he's giving an advice about AMC Entertainment stock, which seems to be going to be very bullish for the retail.
All of these they're just, you want to know how to value them. How do you value the winner in a market where they may be the only one that is growing incredibly? Scott, how do you do it?
There's no rule book.
I don't know how you do it.
No rule book.
No rule book. Tiffany, I like that.
But isn't that
Can I
the
steal
point?
that? Can I steal no rule book?
You could definitely
Isn't that
steal
You
it.
exactly
can, as long
the
as you
point,
give me
though?
credit.
Steve Weiss, go ahead, and then Joe. Steve and then Joe. Go ahead, Steve.
Speechless.
Isn't that exactly the point? That you can't figure out the value of it. That's not a positive thing, Jim. That's a bad thing. And that's why when it bursts, it's going to come down hard. DocuSign's ridiculous. Of course it's a COVID play. Just as Peloton is, just as Zoom is. Now, if they pulled forward demand, that's going to stay with them? Yes. But in what sane universe should DocuSign be valued 5 times what Adobe's valued at?
No, I don't like to pay anything north of 10 times sales. I think my charitable trust just doesn't want to own. Okay, we just won't own 10 times sales, which leaves like 50 companies that we won't own. Because I fear coming in one day and seeing those companies go down at a day when General Motors goes to 50. And I'm thinking, what was I doing not buying something that's 6 times earnings instead of something that's 60 times sales? But I have to understand the growth investor's mind. And that's where you guys are right. Remember the growth investors, some of them still are around. They come on and whatever is the fastest growing, there's no limit to what they'll pay. And that's the problem with these. DocuSign's a great company. I want it to come down, but it won't because it's the only game in town. I think Zoom's too cheap here, but I truly like DocuSign, given that it's become nearly as ubiquitous with fewer competitors. As CEO Dan Springer, been on the show, always reminds you, once people have tried DocuSign, they don't go back. No wonder the stock was up 38% last quarter. Michael in California. Michael.
Hey, Jim, how are you doing?
I am doing well. How about you?
I'm doing well. Wanted to first thank you for providing good advice during the past 2 years while I've been at home.
You're
welcome. You've been
welcome.
conducting some awesome interviews with some of the top CEOs as I continue to get my MBA.
Thank you, man. Hey, thank you. And a young person getting an MBA, I got to salute you. Thank you.
Thank you. So you have helped me become a better investor. So I have a question for you, Jim. As of yesterday, AMC had a pullback of 15%, while Cinemark had a 2% decline. Yet volumes for AMC are significantly lower than similar larger directional moves that occurred in June or July. At the same time, AMC, per the press release, has had the biggest day of ticket sales for a single title since reopening, and the second biggest of all time with Spider-Man No Way Home. My question, Jim, is due to yesterday's drawdown of AMC's price crossing the 200 moving average, it would appear to me that this would be a good buying opportunity based on technical and fundamentals for the month of December.
Well, the fundamentals are, they're fine. The technicals are not good. There were people who were unhappy to see insider selling. There's a cult or a cohort of people who own AMC, and they're horrified that the stock's going down. They will continue to buy it all the way down if they have to in order to keep the balls in the air. That's what they do. It's not what I do. It's what they do. Adam Aaron's done a very good job of keeping the balls in the air with them.